When, not if, these two things happen, the real estate industry changes immediately, overnight. Close your eyes for a second and imagine a world without a buyer's agent. A new world where the listing agent is directing the real estate transaction and the buyer is guided by a form of artificial intelligence. A world where popular home buying websites like Zillow or Realtor.com are now charging the listing agent to promote the property on their websites. The seller will be responsible for a 3% commission versus the 6% they currently pay to sell their house. If, and I'd argue a big if, the buyer wants to be represented by another agent, then they, the buyer, are responsible for compensating that agent. Sound far-fetched? Is it insane to even think that this will happen not just in our lifetime, but before the end of 2023? This has been debated for years now, but several landmark cases just received legal precedent that will shake up the real estate industry like you've never seen before. Picture a world where AI and or an attorney combined will lead, guide, and protect buyers during their homeownership journey. Stick around as I share the cold hard facts and reveal proof that shows this is happening faster than you think. But before we get into the thick of things, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button, hit that bell right there to get notified, and give me a thumbs up. This helps YouTube find this channel, and it helps me raise awareness to these changes and provide helpful tips and strategies to ensure hardworking real estate agents and loan officers are able to adapt and adjust to these changes. Hi, my name is Rod Ferrier, Chief Marketing Officer here at Create More Business Now. I have been involved in real estate since 2001, both as a licensed loan originator and branch manager, and then as a sought-after internet marketing coach and consultant. I have firsthand knowledge of how hard it is to be successful in this industry. My mission is to help real estate agents and other loan officers take advantage of this inevitable change to gain massive market share by utilizing AI such as Chat GPT and powerful automated marketing systems like the one we developed, our exclusive platform, AIM. So if this sounds like you, if you are a real estate agent or loan officer, there is a link in the description for a free AI marketing group that covers how you can get ahead of these changes and use AI like ChatGPT and automation to attract more listings, clients, and avoid the downfall that the 60,000 other real estate agents have experienced so far this year in 2023 from January 1st to June 26th. Imagine how many more agents and loan officers will exit the real estate business when these two things take place. So buckle up as we take off, and please share your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. All I ask is that you keep the comments professional, which, look, I know you will. So according to a July 11th, 2023 article in Real Estate News, a Massachusetts MLS recently agreed to pay $3 million and stop requiring sellers to offer buyer broker compensation. Now, this is a sign that, according to Stefan Swinepool, and more on him in just a second, according to Stefan, foundational changes to the structure, a decoupling of buyer broker compensation to some degree, will most likely occur sooner rather than later. Did you hear that? Did you see it in writing? The article goes on to say that this settlement has nothing to do legally with the Morrow and Sitzer case, but it will certainly be brought up as evidence in the trial. Now, this was a quote from Russ Cufano. He is the CEO of Collabor Technology, and he has also served as an attorney and industry legal counsel. MLS Penn's decision to settle this case versus going to trial will certainly provide mounting pressure to the defendants in these larger cases. So, in other words, a precedent has been set. These upcoming cases could most likely be heavily impacted by this recent settlement. Now, who is Stefan Swinepool? Well, if you know, then you know that he is the real estate coach to the entire real estate industry. He is one of the most influential voices in the industry. He consults big-time people like Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, NAR, RE/MAX, Coldwell Banker. There's a link in the description to the letter he sent to leading industry professionals, including NAR, or the National Association of Realtors. According to Stefan, who is also the founder of Real Estate News, these changes could come because of a settlement, a judge's injunction, or, if the industry is smart, by key stakeholders' proactive adjustments to their policies and practice. Let's rewind and read that again. If the industry is smart, they will make proactive adjustments to their policies and practices. So, in other words, here's your warning: listen and adapt, or ignore and get left behind. Focus on building a real estate business that's centered on listings, even in this economy where inventory is low and interest rates are high and continuing to increase. Make the shift or be swept away in the flood of agents and loan officers exiting the business. Reading from the article, and I quote, "This is the issue at the heart of two other class action lawsuits, the Morrow case and the Sitzer-Burnett case. They were filed against the National Association of Realtors and several major real estate brokerage companies, including Anywhere Home Services of America, RE/MAX, and Keller Williams. Both suits claim NAR and other defendants participated in anti-competitive practices by forcing sellers into a system where they pay a commission that is split between buyer and seller agents. The plaintiffs believe this system has led to inflator buyer agent fees to the detriment of home sellers, and they argue that home buyers should pay for their own agents. The Sitzer-Burnett case is scheduled for trial, check this out, in October of this year in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Missouri. The Morrow case is expected to go to trial in 2024, so right around the corner. And some industry players started preparing for a potential shift a few months ago, but many remain unready. Now, according to the letter written by Stefan Swinepool, those who do not proactively adjust face the following. Listen up, pay attention. If you don't adjust, you're going to face the following: operating a system that risks harming consumers, significant legal and regulatory risk, and challenge businesses unprepared for a key change to how they make a significant amount of their revenue. Pay attention closely because Stefan recommends 3 things. Listen, pay attention. Number 1 is very important. First, NAR should immediately pass a mandatory rule to its MLS policy and code of ethics that require buyer brokers to have signed buyer-broker agreements that clearly spell out compensation terms signed before showing MLS-listed properties. It should mobilize national lobbying resources to explicitly allow mortgage loans to finance the buyer-broker compensation and educate members on how to talk to consumers about the value of buyer-broker representation. Number 2, brokerages should, as soon as possible, repeat, ASAP, require signed, executed buyer-broker agreements at the beginning of their agents' engagements with buyers. They should develop educational, marketing, and training materials for agents that explain the specific value of their buyer agent services and tools, and audit their existing materials to comply with NAR rules on buyer agent compensation messaging. And number 3, listen, agents should review their sales and marketing materials for buyer services and update accordingly. Listing agents should update their materials to address how they and any agent representing a buyer are compensated, and the pros and cons of sellers offering or not offering compensation to buyers agents, as well as language in their contracts regarding compensation, services, and fiduciary duties in states that allow dual agency or transaction brokerage. Now look, pay attention. If NAR does number 1, the real estate industry changes instantly overnight. Not only should NAR make these changes, but all brokerages should change and agents should change their marketing and business model as soon as possible. If you are reading, watching this video and wondering what will happen, check this out. If a buyer's agent wants compensation, it will have to be paid by the buyer. That is the current ongoing debate. The vast majority of home buyers around the entire world go straight to the listing agent. But we here in the United States, we're not the norm. So what are your thoughts? Share them below. With the rapid growth of AI, how will this impact the industry? Will AI be involved in preparing and reviewing the contracts, or will an attorney be combined in that process and also involved in the transaction? Will dual agency be the next new thing? Now, that I don't think so, but this has many questioning the true value of a buyer's agent. What do you think? Are buyer's agents necessary, or are these changes a good thing? Look, I want to hear your thoughts below. Good, bad, share your thoughts. As I said earlier, I have been in the real estate space since 2001. I have failed, I've succeeded, I've struggled. And what I can say is that what happened to the mortgage business with the changes brought on by Dodd-Frank and then with Rocket and Quicken Loans, or even in real estate with the rise of Zillow and Realtor.com and Redfin, what is happening now is bigger than all of that probably combined. If you are an agent closing 48 or more transactions a year for at least the last 2 years in a row, then stick around because I have something special just for you. Especially if you are looking to build a team and grow your brand as the go-to authority for real estate in your local area. Most buyer's agents will use a broad brush to say that buyer's agents bring a ton of value. But is it crazy to think that statement is just not true? Look, during the pandemic, there were part-time, dual career, or brand new agents that were just simply door openers. Now, what value did they bring exactly? Really, what did they do? Considering selling a home during the pandemic was easier than selling a bottle of water to a thirsty person dying of thirst in the desert. Most listings had numerous offers. Buyers paid way over appraised value and waived almost every protection afforded them. So really, tell me in the comments below, how hard really was it to sell a home? 60,000 agents have left the business just this year, remember? And some people will be mad, but this change we're talking about, when it happens, will wipe out another 30 to 40% of existing agents. So for the last 10 years, buyers have been going online to sites like Zillow or Realtor.com because they have instant access to the listings. They don't want the buyer's agent. They don't want to be sold. So in this new world, sellers would not need to pay the buyer agent a 3% commission. Zillow could even offer buyer concierge services. So in a world with no buyer's agents, all of the buyers come to you, the listing agent. And guess what? Some of those buyers have homes to sell. Now, what are your thoughts on this when it goes down? How does this change Zillow's model? Will listing agents now be buying leads from Zillow and Realtor.com? Will Zillow now charge the listing agent to put the property on their site? And what are you doing to prepare? How are you going to be ready for this? How will you replace Zillow and be your own marketing agency? You, the listing agent, you have the product. This shift will also put more pressure on the listing agents as they will have to be better at marketing their properties. They will have to find and vet the buyer as well. Now, I'm not talking about dual agency. The listing agent is simply just talking to the buyer. They represent the house. They represent the seller. The listing agent now controls the entire process. They're going to become the quarterback of the real estate industry. Now, this may be a great thing for sellers, but how does this impact the buyer? Also, how will this affect the for sale by owner or FSBOs? Will they now be willing to work with listing agents and pay 3% versus 6%? Let me be clear. The legal system has no regard for you, the agent. They don't care. They're there to protect the consumer. And here's something else to consider. Will buyers have to finance the buyer's agent commission? Is that fair? Will lenders start rolling out new programs that allow this or change the existing guidelines? And look, how is this going to impact home valuations and the appraisal process? And I know every real estate agent's favorite person is the appraiser or the underwriter, right? Look, the real estate industry is rapidly changing, and if you do not adapt and adjust, you may just be like the 60,000 other real estate agents who left the business since January of this year. And as I mentioned earlier, if you are currently closing a minimum of 4 transactions a month, list at least 1 home a month for sale, and A, maybe you have a team, or B, you're looking to build and scale a team, then visit the link in the description and let's talk business. My team and I have invested hundreds of hours, and I have personally invested thousands of my own hard-earned dollars to design what may be the most powerful AI automated real estate marketing platform. Our platform, AI Magnetic Marketing, or AIM for short, provides real estate agents total control over their brand growth and development. Plus, there are done-for-you campaigns that target and attract your desired best client. Remember, Chat GPT 4 was just released in March of this year, so that was just a couple of months ago. So this cutting-edge technology, AIM, is powered by Chat GPT. So it responds to Instagram, Facebook, and even text messages to make sure the prospect you are talking to is A, not another tire kicker wasting your time, and B, that this person is someone that is interested in listing or buying, even going as far as to ask the qualifying questions you need to make sure this is someone who is worth your time. Here at Create More Business Now, we are passionate about helping real estate sales professionals and loan officers use this opportunity to take their business to levels not even possible before. So if you are serious about taking your business to new heights as we watch interest rates drop over the next 12 months due to coming out of a recession, then visit the link in the description right now to schedule a consultation. Remember how busy the real estate business was from 2020 to 2022? Do you think you had clients fall through the cracks for whatever reason over the last 2 to 3 years? Have you seen a past prospect post online or called on one only to learn they bought or sold a home with someone else? How did that make you feel? Especially if that commission check was $10,000, $15,000, or even $60,000. Look, I know it has happened to me and it sucks. That is why I've devoted the last 6 months of my time, energy, and money to develop this amazing automated system that incorporates powerful AI like Chat GPT. Effective, efficient, and engaging. During your complimentary consultation, you will discover firsthand how you were able to build a lasting foundation to sustain your business for years to come. Let's turn this potential liability into a valued asset. Own your own business versus renting your CRM from your broker. Build your own brand versus promoting just another company. So take the next step, schedule a call, and I look forward to seeing you soon. And together, let's create more business now.